Hi, welcome back. Coffee with J&C. JC Coffee somewhere. We haven't gotten to that yet. You drink your own coffee. I can't drink it for you. So we have a lot to get to since the last episode. We have comments, suggestions. We have to update you on a party that we went to with some relatives. We have added a little, what would you call this?
That's our guest.
This is our guest. I don't know how many questions she's going to answer, but she usually she sits down out of camera shot and you can't see her. But this is our late in life baby. Her name is Maggie, Maggi, as opposed to our only daughter whose name is Matti, Matti. So it was an homage to her. She always wanted to be a big sister, so now she is. But anyway, she's very sweet. This is our sweet baby, and she's a good girl.
We're talking about this one, right?
This is what we're talking about right now. The other one's very sweet, and she's a good girl, too. But anyway, so let's see. Last episode, let's see what we recap. We talked about, silence. That was supposedly, we got a lot of comments how...
And I've never experienced that.
Right. And then I said, well, I don't even remember how we got to that point, but... For whatever reason, I calculated the poor me's, how much time we've spent together and how many...
Have you ever threatened to, promised to stop talking to me?
No, I don't ever do that because I feel like that's punishment for you.
Right.
But what I did is I got my calculator out because I wanted to see just how many minutes we have been together. We have been together 16,819,200 minutes together.
16 million?
Over 16 million, almost 17 million.
Feels like at least 20.
That's a lot of minutes. We just wasted 2 minutes just now.
Yeah.
Amazing. So let's see. So there's that. Next thing was we had some suggestions about some ideas for, look at this baby, some ideas for stories that we could cover. And this was part of why we put Maggie in the shot today. Was one of them was a story about two puggles. Now, if you don't know what a puggle is, it's the kind of dog that is a mixed breed, half pug and half beagle. Now, she is almost all pug, and she is mixed with a little bit of something else, but we call her the imposter puggle. And our daughter and son-in-law have an actual puggle, full-bred puggle, which is half pug and half beagle. And anyway, the story was about, and it starts to sound like a bad setup for a joke, but it's two puggles and a chihuahua. And supposedly, these two puggles met, and they fell in love, and they decided to get married.
Only a woman would come up with this
I don't
scenario.
know who did, but it's somewhere online that you could look up. And so, but I think the clincher of the story, the funny part of the story is that was the Chihuahua is the bridesmaid. But that's not even the funny part. The funny part is that the Chihuahua, poor thing, only has 3 legs. So, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, I guess. I don't know how she's ever going to get another.
What are you telling me? They got married?
No, the two puggles got married. Boy and girl puggle, I'm guessing. Boy and girl puggle, and then the witness or the maid of honor was a 3-legged Chihuahua. And there's a saying, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. So unless she finds...
Which means what?
Which means it's a homely, pathetic bridesmaid who's never going to be a bride because...
So this is a euphemism.
I don't know what it is. It was just a funny story that somebody said. So I decided that I would bring that up. I just kind of thought it was entertaining. It fit with having our daughter, which who's now turned her face away from the camera. So apparently she's not going to be answering any questions. She has decided that she will stay on the set, but she is hiding her face, so she's camera shy. So let's see, what did we do? Yesterday we went to a party, and it was super fun.
Yeah, that was great.
It was really fun. It was my, I have a lot of nieces, and therefore they have multiplied and have made me a great aunt many times over. And I went to one of my niece's son's birthdays. We were invited, so we drove there. And her father, who is one of my siblings, was there with his wife, and there were other people. And the brother that was there, he is the closest in age to me. And growing up, we get along great now, probably because we're older. I don't know, but I never had a problem with him. But when we were growing up, he didn't like me for whatever reason. I don't know. I thought I was a great little kid, little sister, but. When when we were younger, and this kind of goes towards the back to last episode too, about the channel changer thing we were talking about. So things that you will never hear again or see again, or whatever the associated to that was the knob on the channel changer for the TV. And I used to, which of course I thought it was funny, I would change the channel and I would pull the knob out of the TV. And I would run around the house, and apparently my brother didn't like that.
Didn't?
No.
I can understand why.
And I would run. He would chase me, and I would run and hide behind my mother. And he would say, "Let me just hit her once." And my mother said, "No, you're not going to hit your little sister." So.
It's amazing to me how technology mimics real life.
Yeah.
Because people think that for like time when you were a kid, they didn't have channel changers.
Right.
They did.
Well, yeah, it was a little kid.
Yeah.
Go up there and change that channel.
In our family, I was the channel changer.
Right. Yeah. Go up there and change that
they
channel.
had them.
Right. You didn't have very many choices.
I personally think I was a much better channel changer than what we've got now.
Yeah, but it was like you had, 2-3 channels. It wasn't like you had all this vast hundreds
That's
of channels.
how I learned numbers.
Except for it was 2, 3, 4, 5.
I never got up to 10. But
there was not a 1 or a 0, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So yeah, the knob only went from. Did it go from 1? I don't think it had a 1 or a 0. But anyway, you didn't have more than that many channels. They probably never thought, we'll never need any more than that ever. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, that was back in the day in the one-channel universe. Now you got 199 channels with nothing on them.
Yeah.
Back then.
You could always find something on. I always could. I felt like I was never lacking in watching something.
I think our criteria was different.
Yeah, well, we cared less, that's for sure. So it was a treat to watch TV. It was not just it wasn't assumed that
it's everywhere
now. Yeah, it was more of a treat to watch TV.
Right. I mean, in today's world, the big sin would be what? Boredom. I don't ever want to be bored.
Right.
I got to have my smartphone or have something on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do.
Whatever. That's not funny.
It's not?
No.
Well, I thought that was great.
I'm your entertainment.
No, you're always in the background.
Okay. Is that good or
Back
bad?
to no silence.
Whoops. What just happened? I have no idea what just happened. I just clicked something. Sorry if you've got a glitch there. We're going to keep going. Okay. Maybe not. So we could wrap it up. That sounds good. That's anyway, have a great afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. We didn't talk about anything that may have disrupted your digestion today. So there was no reason to have any disclaimers. Until next time, see you on episode 6. Bye.